All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Study, Work, and Stay in Saskatchewan Webinar. So to start our webinar, let's have first the house rules. So for one, please don't rename yourselves. For your names, you will be added with prefixes. So these are with purposes. So please don't rename yourselves. Number two, you have to mute yourself while in main room. If ever you want to ask questions, please make use of the raise hand button. Third, if you get disconnected, just please log back in. And if you haven't registered yet, just go to our link provided to you via our Zoom or yung nakuha nyo na email. And lastly, you will have to choose or look for the chat button below if you want to talk to someone. Later, additional information will be given to you after the orientation or presentation by our schools. Okay, so what's going to happen today? Step one, of course, you will get to register, check in with IDP registration. Next is you are going to attend seminars. So for this webinar, we are participated by 4 school representatives, along with a representative for the Saskatchewan government. Step 3, of course, we will have the presentation. So each school will have 10 minutes presentation, and you will get to have your Q&A session. We will be providing you your breakout rooms. So later, if you want to move to the schools, each school will have the breakout room. So you just type in where you'd like to be in. And of course, if you want to have an appointment, you must book an appointment with us. So with me, we have our teams of education counselors and student coordinators. So chat lang din tayo later if you want to book an appointment. And finally, if you want to submit an application. And yes, you are right. You can have your application submitted today if you already have your requirements. Okay. So to start our webinar, we'll have Miss Shirley. Let's all welcome Miss Shirley.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, JM. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see so many passionate students and your parents. First of all, on behalf of the government of Saskatchewan and all the participating Saskatchewan post-secondary institutions here tonight, tonight here in Saskatchewan and morning there, we would like to thank IDP, the Philippines team, Regina and her colleagues for arranging this webinar for us. We are very delighted to take Study in Saskatchewan webinar with this partnership and with the participation from 4 public post-secondary institutions in Saskatchewan. My name is Shirley Zhou. I am the Director of International Education and Global Engagement with the Ministry of Advanced Education, the Government of Saskatchewan in Canada. Next slide, please. So before I begin, I would like to respectfully acknowledge that I am presenting from the Treaty 4 territory, the traditional and ancestral lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, and the home of the Métis. Throughout the presentation, I am going to talk about our province by providing an overview of what you can expect while you're studying, living, and working in our wonderful province. And our institutions will talk about the programs they offer. Next, please. Saskatchewan is located in the center of Canada and has a population of more than 1 million people. So we are the heart of Canada. The province has 2 international airports in the cities of Saskatoon and Regina, which easily connects to the other parts of Canada and of course the world. The province of Saskatchewan offers tremendous opportunities to study, live, work, and raise a family here. In Saskatchewan, we have very safe and friendly communities. There is ample affordable housing available for international students within all our communities. So if you like nature and you want to explore different landscapes, you could enjoy the natural beauty of prairie, lakes, and forests in Saskatchewan. Students from around the world enjoy this quality of life when they come to study in Saskatchewan. So in Saskatchewan, we welcome international students from over 140 countries in the world. Saskatchewan has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, and there are a lot of jobs we can see here. Saskatchewan's economy has a very deserved reputation as a natural resource powerhouse. Some of our province's key economic sectors are highlighted on this slide. We produce enormous quantities of food, energy, fertilizer, and forestry products. So here is a short video showcasing all our province has to offer and what we are.
When we look at Saskatchewan, I mean, we are a major pulse producer. We've got all the elements of success for plant-based protein and plant-based crop value adding.
Saskatchewan is an innovation ecosystem that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world.
This is going to become a plant-based crop processing center of excellence for the world.
Mining is going to play a central and pivotal role in fighting climate change. We hope to establish a force to put Saskatchewan on the map as really being the birthplace of this revolution in the mining industry.
We're interested in stable fiscal regimes with strong resource potential and a strong and skilled workforce. And that's what we've got in Saskatchewan.
Okay, I hope everybody enjoys this short video. I know it's short, but it talks a lot about Saskatchewan and what, our beautiful landscape and, different opportunities and we have here, our industries. So I hope that can give you a little bit overview about Saskatchewan. All right, okay, so I think there are many reasons why that many international students choose to study in Saskatchewan. So here are the top 3 reasons. The first one is in Saskatchewan, we provide high quality but affordable education. There are government accredited universities, colleges, technical and vocational institutes offering a wide range of courses and programs from trade certifications to doctoral, which is PhD degrees. Students are taught by the top quality teachers and they're studying and conducting research in the state-of-the-art research and innovation facilities. The second reason is we have a thriving economy and we have one of the most competitive business environments in North America. Students can benefit from co-op or internship opportunities with a work permit. So most of our institutions offer that kind of internship or co-op opportunities for students so they can go for a job while they're still in school. I'm not going to talk too much here. I know that our institutions will talk about that later. The number 3 reason is Saskatchewan has strong immigration policies and programs and numerous supports to help newcomers to Canada settle in our province. We have a unique Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SIMP, which encompasses multiple pathways for immigration upon graduation from recognized post-secondary institution in Saskatchewan. Okay, so in today's webinar, 4 institutions from Saskatchewan will provide an overview of the programs they offer. So you will hear more from them later. Okay, so now let's talk about living in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan has a diverse cultural community and welcomes newcomers. We offer many opportunities to for you to experience Canadian culture while also celebrating cultures from around the world. For example, we have a very strong and vibrant Filipino community in Saskatchewan. I think in every community I have ever been to, they have a community, a Filipino community. In 2012 to 2021, more than 125,000 people immigrated to Saskatchewan. So we have a very welcoming environment here. I have been to Manila last October, so I know how busy it could be. But here in Saskatchewan, we may have rush minutes, but we don't have rush hours. Our average commute time is about 20 minutes, leaving more time for you to spend time with your families and friends, or to do things you enjoy. Our cities and communities offer some of the lowest housing and utility rates in the country, which means our living cost is very competitive and affordable. So the SMP is a way for international students to immigrate to Saskatchewan. This program is tailored to Saskatchewan's labor market needs. SMP has program categories that cannot be found anywhere else in Canada. There are a number of immigration pathways available to international students. For example, student experience pathway, tech, talent pathway, house professionals pathway, and international graduate entrepreneurs. The saskjobs.ca website is an excellent place for people who are interested in looking for jobs here. Applicants with job offers can apply to the ESIMP at any time. International students with experience in a healthcare occupation may also wish to submit a profile to the SIMP's healthcare worker EOI pool to have their qualifications shared directly with Saskatchewan healthcare employers who are hiring. So we do have that opportunity for international students in a healthcare profession occupation. Saskatchewan will nominate the qualified SMP applicants to the government of Canada for permanent residency status. International students wanting to apply for permanent residence in Saskatchewan will need to complete a two-step process as shown on the screen. So for further information about this program, you can go to the website listed on the slide. So Saskatchewan's vibrant economy and growing population have contributed to competitive wages and strong job prospects in the province. So let's talk about work in Saskatchewan. So it is possible to work in Saskatchewan while you're an international student here. Some institutions, as well as I said earlier, may offer co-op or internship opportunities for students depending on the program of their study. With the changes to the international student program, full-time international students enrolled at designated post-secondary education institutions may work part-time, off-campus, or full-time during scheduled school breaks without a work permit. However, if students wish to work as part-time or as part of co-op or internship programs, they will need to apply a co-op work permit. In Saskatchewan, we also have the post-graduation work permit program, which provides eligible international graduating students. So the students who are graduating from institutions that will be offered an opportunity to work in Canada for up to 3 years. The Saskatchewan government rewards eligible international students graduating from a Saskatchewan post-secondary institution by providing a rebate up to 20,000 Canadian dollars. To be eligible, you have to live and file an income tax return in Saskatchewan. So there are a lot of incentives to retain international students in Saskatchewan. Okay, so there's another short video from Tourism Saskatchewan to give you another look of our province. Okay. JM, please. Thank you so much. So that's a very short but very nice video. Okay, so Saskatchewan has vibrant arts and culture communities, and let's talk about play here. So we hope students not only go to school, but we hope all the students enjoy their life here in Saskatchewan. So in Saskatchewan, many internationally renowned authors, artists, and musicians call Saskatchewan home. Both Saskatoon and Regina have symphony orchestras. The province has a record of success hosting sports events and world famous performers. So the first picture here shows the fans cheering for Saskatchewan Rush game. So Saskatchewan Rush is a professional lacrosse team based in Saskatoon. So lacrosse is the official summer sport in Canada. The next photo, the picture in the middle shows people skating on ice during the winter month. I know it rarely snows in the Philippines. We have snow here in Saskatchewan, I have to admit. Sometimes winter can be cold, but it's very sunny here. So people still go out regardless how cold it is, because it's sunny and there are a lot of outdoor activities and sports in the winter. So for example, like slow tubing, hockey, skating, ski, curling, dog sledding, ice fishing, downhill skiing, all different kinds of winter activities. If you can do it on snow, you can do it in Saskatchewan. The third picture here on the slide is the fans at Saskatchewan Rough Rider game here in Regina. I think there's Rough Rider game tonight or tomorrow. So the Rough Riders are Saskatchewan's professional team in the Canadian Football League. So it's a very popular sport here in Canada or in the North America. Okay, so there are a few major resources you can reference when researching Saskatchewan. So there are 3 QR codes. The first one is the QR code can guide you to the study in Saskatchewan View Book. So it lists all the institutions we have here in Saskatchewan and other information you may find useful. The second one is Tourism Saskatchewan. The last one is the job site of Saskatchewan. Okay, so I think that concludes all my presentation for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to learn more about Saskatchewan. So on this slide, you will see our social media channels. So please consider following us. You can also visit our website. So I think on the bottom of this slide, that's our website for more details and how can you start your journey in Saskatchewan. Thank you so much. I will pass it back to JM.
All right, thank you, Shirley. Before we proceed to the next presentation by schools, I'd like to inform everyone, for those who have just arrived here, don't worry, because our presentation or webinar for today will be uploaded on our YouTube account. Okay, so without further ado, let's move to University of Regina to be presented to us by Ms. Narisa Morante, Philippines International Consultation Program Assistant. Ms. Narisa.
Hi, thank you guys again so much. My name is Nicole, and I work for the International Recruitment Department for the University of Regina. And I would love to share with you what makes the U of R a great choice for your international education. But first, I want to thank the Ministry of Education and also the IDP Philippines team for organizing this event for us. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. So the University of Regina is located in Wascana Park, one of the largest urban parks in North America. It is a beautiful study environment to take a walk or bike ride in between classes. And of course, our campus is in one central location, so you can enjoy all of our amenities and services very easily. Now I want to share with you a short video of our beautiful campus.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, it's good.
Great.
Perfect. So I guess maybe we can keep going. So this is an aerial view of our campus in this slide. So the U of R can really provide you with a high quality education and student support in an environment where you are not just a number. You all matter to us, and we'll do everything we can to ensure you are successful. We are ranked in the top 15 comprehensive universities in Canada, as we have a large range of faculties and programs. As well, we were awarded the Undergraduate Research University of the Year in 2020. We have great research opportunities at all levels, and you'll be learning from academics at the top of their field. We are large enough also to host students from over 60 countries, yet small enough to give you a more personalized and focused academic experience. There are currently over 3,000 international students studying with us right now, contributing to our diverse campus and pursuing their dreams. And something we're really proud of is our cooperative education program. So this program allows you to take part in paid internships throughout your studies so that you can earn money while getting valuable work experience. These career-related placements are the best way to give you a competitive edge upon graduating. Many of our students even received job offers from the organization where they were completing their internship. Students can earn an average of 3,000 Canadian dollars per month. And of course, co-op programs are available in the Faculty of Arts, Business, Engineering, French, and Science, while our other faculties offer internships and practicum placements. We definitely encourage all international students to take advantage of this great opportunity. So the U of R offers a wide range of programs from arts and science to kinesiology and business. There's truly something for everybody. At the undergraduate level, we offer 4-year undergraduate degrees as well as 2-year diplomas and 1-year certificates. At the graduate level, we offer 2-year master degrees and select PhD programs. To name a few faculties, the Faculty of Arts offers programs in the humanities and social sciences. So some standout majors are psychology, journalism, and international studies. As one of our largest faculties, they also offer many diplomas and certificates in areas like justice studies, health studies, liberal arts, and international languages. The Faculty of Arts the Faculty of Business offers a bachelor degree in Diploma Business Administration as well. If you choose this degree option, you can specialize in a certain major such as accounting, marketing, or finance. The Faculty of Kinesiology and Health Studies offers programs related to health, wellness, sport, and recreation. We offer a Diploma of Health Studies for 2 years, as well as Certificate of Health Studies for a 1-year short-term program. Our Faculty of Science offers many majors for in-demand fields, such as biochemistry, economics, and physics. The computer science major can be taken as a degree or diploma, and also we offer the pre-professional programs for students who are interested in medical careers. The Center for Continuing Education offers students short-term programs that can be done individually or in addition to a degree program. So these include the Certificate in Administration, which is similar to a business class or program, and also Diploma in Liberal Arts. And lastly, of course, is our graduate studies and research. So we offer master's and PhD programs with a focus on innovative research. Students can focus on a thesis, coursework, or project-based program while enjoying some of the lowest graduate tuition fees in the country. And our tuition is calculated based on how many classes you take per semester and which faculty you are in. So international students need to register in 3 classes for each fall and winter term. The average prices are listed here for 1 year, and you're able to pay the tuition on a semester basis. Included in this cost is your student fees, recreation pass, health and dental plan, and bus pass as well. So let's talk about scholarships. The U of R has special scholarships for international students. One of them is the International Entrance Scholarship. All international students who enter University of Regina with a GPA of 85% or more receive their choice of either $3,000 Canadian dollars in tuition credit or 8 months of residence at the university. Our second one is called Circle of Scholars Award, and it's given to the top 4 entrance averages for international students each year, with the $5,000 award being renewable each year the criteria is met. Students will also receive on-campus housing valued at over $7,000. And we're really excited to announce a brand new scholarship for Filipino students for the upcoming fall term. So 6 awards of $3,000 will be granted to Filipino students with the highest final admission averages. All Filipino students applying to any undergraduate program and entering in the fall will be considered for this award. Students can potentially receive multiple entrance awards because they can be stacked as well. So these scholarships are automatically awarded, but there are many other awards students can apply for throughout their studies through the U of R scholarship database. So we have a great number of students from Philippines studying with us right now. As you can see here, Mariah wanted to share their experience so far at the U of R coming from the Philippines. We also have on campus a University of Regina Filipino Student Association. It's a really long name, but that works with our office countless of times also to assist Filipino students to study at the U of R. They host events like Filipino Night, or do group activities like making aparos during Christmas, and of course, karaoke nights. Never leave that out. We will ensure that you will have fun while obtaining a high quality education, because your success story is ours as well. So just also maybe a little bit about international students. I was an international student myself. I was first born in the Philippines and I came to Regina when I was 10 years old. I've never left or moved out of Regina since coming here. So this is what I've always been home for me, like what Shirley said. And I did my undergrad here at the University of Regina, and shortly after I landed a position in the recruitment team. So it's been a full circle moment, I guess, for me, but I wanted to share this with you because my experience as an international student at a very young age was not easy. It was a tough adjustment being away from friends and family, but back then I didn't have much support system on taking on these challenges. However, if you choose to study with us, we will make sure that all of you will be supported by my team so that your goals are met to successfully come to Canada. So if you would like to apply, it's very easy, and we would, of course, advise you to contact the IDP Philippines team to assist you in the process so it goes as smoothly as possible. We have 3 intakes per year, and currently we are open for fall 2023, winter 2024, and spring/summer 2024 applications. If you've not written an English language proficiency test yet, like an IELTS or Duolingo or TOEFL, we can still issue the conditional letter of acceptance if you meet the academic requirements. We also offer transfer credits if you have attended another post-secondary institution as well. An important note is that our offer letters are valid for 1 full year. So this means that you will have a lot of time to prepare and apply for your study permit without needing to defer. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us in the ways listed here. And I encourage you to follow us on social media for a glimpse of life at the U of R. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you all on campus soon.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Nariza. So that's our first school. Again, that's University of Regina International. Before we proceed to our next school, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute yourselves. If you guys have questions, kindly message here in our chat box so we don't have to provide unnecessary noise. Okay, now let's have another school. Okay, another school will be presented to you by Mr. Mark Felipe, our regional manager for Philippines. Mr. Mark.
Hi, JM. Good morning. Magandang umaga. Yes, and good morning to all my colleagues, especially to Ministry of Education and to my pathway for universities, University of Regina and Saskatchewan, and to Christy for Saskatchewan Colleges. So yeah, I believe JM, you'll be the one to click my presentation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good morning. So magandang umaga po everyone. So again, my name is Mark Felipe, Regional Manager for Saskatchewan Polytechnic. So to start with, next slide please. Okay, so before I introduce our school, let me give you some, information about Saskatchewan province, like what are the benefits that you could get while and before or after you study in the province of Saskatchewan. I know Shirley have touched a little bit of benefits, but let me reiterate some good benefits again for those people who just came in. So number one, affordable cost of living. So I know you have heard this to some of the schools within Canada that their place or their province is the most affordable province or location in Canada. But again, in Saskatchewan, based from my experience, definitely it's very competitive compared to other provinces, especially the accommodation rate. No, when I was there, I still saw at least 500 accommodation per month. But again, depende pa rin yun sa accommodation setup of the students. Second would be the sunniest province. I don't know if people here in Zoom have made a little bit of research now, but Saskatchewan province is known to be one of the sunniest province because I think one of the misconception of Saskatchewan in the Philippines is that Saskatchewan province is all year round a winter season, but not that the case. No, again, when I went to Saskatchewan, I think it was sometime in September. So I brought my jacket, with fur. And apparently, when I arrived in the province, it's too sunny. So the jackets that I have brought, I wasn't able to, use them. So that is something that you need to do before you go to Canada to make a research about the weather. Third would be the free health coverage. I know I'm sure you have touched this, but again, let me reiterate that if you study in the province of Saskatchewan, it is free for international students. And what good about it is that if ever you will be bringing your whole family, they'll be covered by the free health insurance as well. So if ever you're gonna ask this to other provinces, other school, definitely you'll be the one to pay for your own health insurance, but not in the province of Saskatchewan. 20-minute commute average time. This is very, I think this is something that the Filipino students can be, what do you call this, utilize of, because in the Philippines, traffic is everywhere, but not in the province of Saskatchewan. And in terms of job opportunities, we're looking at about 100 jobs available between 2020 and 2030. So if you are a type of student who would like to be in a place wherein opportunities are there, then choose Saskatchewan province. And since we have a lot of jobs to offer to all international students and also to OWP, our unemployment rate is about 5.2%, and that is one of the lowest compared to other provinces. Diverse economy, it's very given because we are Saskatchewan. Next. Graduate retention program. So Filipino students can definitely enjoy this incentive. So this is one of the incentives of the province. So we have this graduate retention program wherein if you study in school in Saskatchewan, especially at Saskatchewan Polytechnic, you'll be expecting a tax rebate from your tuition. So for example, if you study for, let's say, 1 year, you could expect a tax rebate from your tuition amounting to 3,000 Canadian dollars. And if you study for 2 years, you could expect at least 6,400 tax rebate from your tuition. And I think the maximum tax rebate that you could get, but correct me if I'm wrong, Shirley, is that 20,000 Canadian dollars if you study for a 4-year program. Okay, and then lastly, let me highlight again that Saskatchewan province has its own pilot nominee program wherein you could process your permanent residency after you finish your program once you're eligible. Okay, so basically these are the things that you could expect if you study in the province of Saskatchewan. Now, on the second slide, let me highlight why you need to choose Saskatchewan Polytechnic as your institution in Canada. So I'm just going to highlight a few things. I'm not going to discuss all the tiles. So number one, we have 93% graduate satisfaction rate. So this is important for the institution to know that if all the graduates of their school are satisfied. So based on the survey, we have at least 93%. So that's a good indication that majority of our students are getting the best education. And then and then the other one is the small class size. Many Filipino would ask this, like how large is your classroom or how large is your program in one class. So since we are a polytechnic, so we have about 15 to 25 students per class. So this is very beneficial for all the students, not just for international, because since this is a small class, definitely the what do you call this the teaching is going to be more advanced and intimate. Okay. And then for the length of the program, since we are a polytechnic, as I've mentioned earlier, our program normally range from 8 months to 4 years, depending on the program that you'll be taking. And what else? For the programs, we have about 80 plus programs from certificate up to postgraduate. And definitely, you could expect that all of our programs are hands-on ready learning and job readiness. That's how Polytechnic created. And these are the faculty programs that we could offer to all of the students. I'd like to believe that whatever programs you are looking at, that you are looking, Saskatchewan Polytechnic has it. Or if we don't have it, then probably we have an alternative, options for you. So we have faculty for business, and we also have faculty for health sciences, wherein continuing care and early childhood is there. And we also have hospitality and tourism. So for those people or for those students who would like to become a chef, then we have that program for you. Human safety and services and community safety. So that's one of the faculty that we have as well. So if you are more into counseling, so we have the youth care support worker and occupational health and safety. Mining, energy, and manufacturing. This is one of the I think advanced program that Saskatchewan Polytechnic has it. So we have mining programs. So for Filipinos who would like to, venture to that career, then we have that program too. We also have the natural resources and built environment. Also, we have faculty for nursing. So we have practical nursing and Bachelor of Nursing with collaboration with University of Regina. And definitely we have the faculty for transportation. So we have the aviation program, we have automotives, so part management. So again, if you want to inquire about the specific program of Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we can discuss that later on. Okay, so Saskatchewan Polytechnic also offers program that has a co-op. So if you're not yet familiar with co-op in a layman's term, it's like a paid internship. So I think the good thing about Saskatchewan, or the unique thing about with Saskatchewan Polytechnic, is that if you are enrolled with the program that has a co-op, you don't need to look for your employer, because we will be the one to deploy you to our partnered industry. So in that sense, you won't have any problems, getting or having a job while you are, or before you take your co-op in Canada. And just so you know, this co-op also is part of the Canadian work experience. So imagine, while you are studying at Saskatchewan Polytechnic, little by little, you are also acquiring or obtaining your Canadian work experience to process your permanent residency pathway. Okay, so these are the programs that has a paid co-op. Okay, and then for the rest of the programs, we have internship or placements. But if you would ask me if that is paid or that if that is part of the Canadian work experience, unfortunately, we are uncertain on that, because co-op is the only one that is part of the Canadian work experience and paid internship. Okay, so how's the application journey works? So it's an online application, but since IDP is here, they'll be the one to take over your application. So all you have to do is just to submit all your documents to them, pay 150 application fee. That's for the school, by the way. And once we receive your application, give us 2 to 3 days to send you your school portal. Once you have your school portal, you just have to wait within 15 business days to receive a feedback regarding your application. It could be accepted. It could be that we are still asking for your pending requirements, or it could be that you did not make the cut. So we will ask you to choose another or alternative program. And let's assume that you receive your letter of acceptance. Next step would be paying your deposit. The deposit is 10,000 Canadian dollars, and that 10,000 Canadian dollars applies to all the programs that we have. And you only have like 30 days to pay that 10,000 Canadian dollars. And if you're unable to pay that, unfortunately, your offer letter will be passed on to other applicants. And once you pay the 10,000 Canadian dollars, last step would be processing of the visa. And once you receive your visa application, we will step in again to give you pre-arrival orientation. So you would have an idea what are the things that you need to bring before you go to Canada. So that's the full process of the application. Yeah, next. And I think that's the end of my presentation, right, JM? Yeah.
That's right, Sir Mark.
Okay, so
Okay.
again, thank you, JM.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sure you guys already have a lot of questions in your head. Don't worry, because we still have again another 2, and after 2, we will have the Q&A session. All right, so without further ado, let's move to the next presentation to be given to us by the Manager of International Admissions, Miss Christy Slatton. Miss Christy.
Thanks, JM. So good work by my colleagues, Nerissa and Mark. They've done a lot of the groundwork for me and in kind of giving the information about this amazing province and the many opportunities that it has available to us. So there's just a little picture of some of the atmosphere at one of the Saskatchewan colleges, but next slide. So I don't know if this was mentioned prior, but there's where we are in the country. So we are, I like to say, right in the middle of the action. We are in the center of Canada in one of the prairie provinces. And I always think that we're perfectly located to can get to all of the different amazing parts of our country. So again, this has been covered by some of my colleagues, but I really want to stress the fact that this province is an amazing place to live and to work and to study. I always say that it has all of the things that international students are looking for. It has quality education in all of our institutions. Our cities are very safe to live in, and the atmosphere of the province is very welcoming. A low cost of living, up to 50% less than Vancouver and Toronto in some cases, and then lots of job opportunities. So, you know, some really good fit things for international students. And finally, one of the best pathways to permanent residence in the country. So Saskatchewan really has some amazing opportunities for international students. So Saskatchewan Colleges is a little bit of an unusual entity because it is a partnership between 5 institutions in the province. So Saskatchewan Colleges is not an institution. It is a partnership between 5 separate independent institutions in the province, all of which are part of the regional college system. The regional college system was put in place to ensure that education was accessible in as many parts of the province as possible. So our campuses are all located in our secondary cities and smaller cities around the province. And the nice thing about our programs is that many of them are connected to Saskatchewan Polytechnic programs. So the information that you heard from Mark about the quality of education that Sask Poly offers is also true about the Saskatchewan college system. So the thing about the regional college system is that we are vocational training institutions. So our programs are all one-year certificate programs, 2-year business diploma programs. They're very much geared to provide training in a short amount of time and get students into the workforce as quickly as possible. So all of our programs really are tied to labor market needs. So if there is kind of a need that Saskatchewan has within the labor market, the regional colleges do kind of try to train people that can help to fill that need. The other thing about our programs is that they are very much focused on preparing students for the workforce. So every program that we offer has a component within it that allows students to get that information about how to be successful in the Canadian workforce. It's just another one of those things that is kind of a special and unique aspect that really fits with the international student population. So why would someone choose one of the Saskatchewan colleges? So the Saskatchewan colleges offer small class sizes, 12 to 30 students at the maximum. This allows students to have a lot of attention from their instructors. They get the opportunity to really develop close bonds with their classmates and build a community of support here in the province of Saskatchewan. I've talked about the skills, focus on skills for the workforce, also a very valuable part of the Saskatchewan Colleges programs. But the other thing to note is that the cities where our campuses are located, again, are the smaller cities within Saskatchewan. Sometimes people are a little bit nervous to live in a smaller population, but what I will say is that our small cities really provide a sense of support and a sense of community for our international students. Almost every one of our international students comments on how welcoming our communities are. And when an international student is traveling by themselves, this is an incredible opportunity for them to have that support very quickly. But also I think about those students that travel with families, even within the elementary or secondary school system, the students of our the children of our international students are also experiencing that same welcoming environment. So I think that's very special part about the cities where our campuses are located. Low cost of living we've talked about, and one of the main aspects of international education is the opportunity to attract amazing people to our province to help build our labor force. So we really do hope that you choose Saskatchewan as your new Canadian home. So again, when looking at opportunities across Canada, really take a close look at Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's smaller cities where the regional college campuses are located are full of really big opportunities. Oftentimes there are SINP programs that are geared directly to rural areas. The SINP program does have some really efficient pathways for students to get to permanent residence pretty quickly. The low cost of living, quality education, and job opportunities are really that kind of perfect fit for international students. And once again, Saskatchewan does offer a really great place to study and to work and to live. So these are the 5 colleges that are currently involved in the Saskatchewan Colleges Partnership. So if you have any interest in looking each of them up separately, then certainly feel free to do that. Each of these institutions, again, is a separate independent entity, and each of them provides scholarships for students of varying levels. Some offer entrance scholarships, others offer scholarships in the second year of a 2-year program. So there are opportunities for scholarships at every institution. And again, the Saskatchewan Colleges Partnership does provide that one-stop spot for students to get information about all 5 of these institutions, to apply at a one-stop kind of model. So we hope that it provides the opportunity for students to have a really good experience when applying to one of our institutions. So I look forward to seeing some of you in the breakout room.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Christie, for that very brief but concise presentation of your school. Now let's proceed to our last school. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's proceed to our last school. We'll have University of Saskatchewan to be presented to us by Ms. Xing Zhu, Agent Liaison Coordinator of the school. Hello, Ms. Xing.
Okay, good morning again. This is Xing Zhu from the University of Saskatchewan. I work at the Students Recruitment and Admissions Office at the university. For the University of Saskatchewan, we established in 1907, and we are a top research-intensive and medical doctoral university. The student population at the university is a little over 26,000. University of Saskatchewan offers over 150 degree, diploma, and certificate programs at the undergraduate level, and more than 80 fields of study for master's and PhD students. For the undergraduate studies, Many of the programs students are interested in, for example, business programs, engineering programs, psychology, computer science, agriculture science, environmental science, and so on, they are offered through one of these 6 direct entry colleges, including agriculture and bioresources, arts and science, education, business engineering, and also kinesiology. All these direct entry colleges basically mean that students can submit applications for admission to these colleges as early as they are in the final year of high school. And of course, students already have post-secondary studies in Philippines can also be considered for admission to any of these colleges. Additionally, at the university, we also offer some non-direct entry colleges, or we call them professional programs, such as nursing, pharmacy, nutrition, and law. All of these for professional programs or accept international applicants. Let's talk about scholarship. In the next slide, you can see some scholarship information. At the university, we offer scholarships over 13 millions in scholarships, awards, and bursaries every year. So basically, there is a very basic guaranteed entrance scholarships for all applicants, whatever college or program they are interested in applying for. That is based on their average at the time of application, and it is a range from $500 to $3,000. On top of that, you can see on the slide, there are several types of competitive international scholarships. The first one, $10,000 one, is for students who are completing high school with Philippines high school diploma. And for those who are completing an IB diploma program, we have a special scholarship in the amount of $20,000 for them. And we also have another college-specific scholarships for from the Edward School of Business and from the College of Agriculture and Bioresources for their first year incoming students for up to $24,000 renewable scholarships. For that one, that requires students to apply, submit application earlier in December. If you want to learn more about all the programs offerings at the undergraduate level, grad level, etc., or learn about the admission requirement and the published tuition amount, and also university housing and other things, here is the website for you. You are also very welcome to come to the breakout room for a chat, or if you are interested in applying, you can simply consult the IDP staff. The team is very well trained about our application process, and they have their own special account in our university application portal, and all the applications will be fast-tracked. Currently, we are still accepting applications for January 2024 intake. Another thing to mention is that at the university undergraduate programs, most of them, we have 4 intakes from May, July, September, and January, 4 intakes. It's very easy for students to consider one intake, and the offer letter will be effective for the whole entire academic year. Okay, that's about it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Shing. Okay, so that's it, guys. You have your 4 schools. We have University of Regina, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, Saskatchewan Colleges, and University of Saskatchewan. Before we move to introducing IDP, I'd like to ask around 2 questions only to all our representatives. Okay, so this question is for all the schools, and then if you want to answer, you might just unmute yourselves. So the first question is, are these schools still accepting September 2023 intakes or September 2023 intake applicants?
Hi, JM. Yep. Well, unfortunately, Saskatchewan Polytechnic can no longer, at least for the Philippine market, we can no longer accept application for September 2024. This is due to the visa application timeline. But if the student still insists to, to submit an application for fall 2023, then that is something that we need to look at. But for the meantime, we are now marketing January 2024 and some of the programs for September 2024. And September 2024, just a reminder, will open in October. So for those aspiring students who would like to apply, just kindly hold on with your applications. We will open the application anytime soon. Okay, thanks, JM.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Mike, sorry. So another one, may I have from University of Regina. Again, are you still accepting September 2023 intake applicants?
Yeah, we are. So currently right now we're open for fall 2023, winter 2024, and spring summer 2024. But if you're planning to go through fall 2023, I would suggest applying as soon as possible. There's been talk that it's gonna close soon. But as for right now, I'm telling you right now, it's open. So
thank you. So we'll have one last question. Do you accept university transfers from Philippines to your school? Can we have Saskatchewan Colleges?
So our programs are all admissible with a secondary certification. So any student that has graduated after 2018 from the Philippines would be eligible for our programs with their secondary certification. If they graduated prior to 2018 from the Philippines and they have a university degree, then they could come into our programs. Because our programs are undergraduate certificate and diploma programs, then university transfers are quite difficult, and yeah, it doesn't really work that well. Students are welcome to try, but it is a bit of a lengthy process and often results in disappointment.
I see. Okay, thank you, Ms. Christie, to clear that out. How about from University of Saskatchewan? Would you do the same?
Yeah, we accept transfer credits. It is automatic evaluation. Students don't need to ask for that. After we receive the application, they will be evaluated automatically.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now we'll proceed to introducing to you who IDP is. So after I introduce to you IDP, we'll move now to the breakout rooms. So this will be very quick for a while. Okay, sino ba si IDP? Who is IDP? So IDP, as you may already know, we are a pioneer in providing the needs of our modern students. IDP is a proud co-owner ng IELTS, and we are representing more than 600 schools around all educational levels worldwide. To add to that, we are present in 36 countries. We have 100 international education placement centers. And yes, this is our very, very, very nature in the job. Like, we are providing study abroad free services. And by that, we mean free counseling, free hassle-free application service, visa application assistance, and lastly, our pre-departure support. So along with our offshore services, free services, once you get to Canada, we also have our onshore counselors. So what else aside from student placement? We also help our students in student banking, accommodation, and of course, our transfer money securely. We support our students in their dreams. So we have expert counseling services, as I already mentioned. We also have international study seminars and education fairs and events. And I'd like to share to you guys that we are having our event this September. So more information about that will be posted on our socials. Okay, so some of our events are, here, study abroad fairs, we have road shows, and just like this one, we have study abroad webinars. And we're so happy you're here with me, guys. So we have study abroad tools. What are those? So we have cost of living calculator. You can check that in our website. Yeah, you can also click this one later. We also have IDP live app. Yeah, that's a live app because what you are seeing there is when you apply to the schools, you get to see real-time na updates sa inyong school application. And we also have fast lane programs. This will be discussed more by your education counselors. So if you guys are interested in applying, or would you like to have an appointment, any services needed by your international students, yeah, you can just ask our team. With me here are our student counselors, and of course our we have our coordinators. Along with our services, we have Canada Immigration Partners. So we have Visa Place Immigration Services and the WOW Canada Immigration. What's next? So you guys, if you want to book an appointment with your IDP counselor, just message us here in our chat box and connect with us on our social media. Okay, we are already expanding now. So we have Pasig, Davao, Cebu, Baguio, Makati, Iloilo, and more offices will be open soon. We also have our IDP IELTS offices. So this is also included here in our services. As I mentioned, we are co-owners of IELTS. Thank you. And then if you guys have questions, we can get back to this main session after your Q&A to the particular schools. So now we'll be moving you guys to the schools in their separate breakout rooms.
Hi everyone. All right, we hope you enjoyed that the presentations from our institutions from Saskatchewan right now. For those who have already given us, the registration team, those institutions that you want to visit today, will surely be moving you to those breakout room. And for those who have not been renamed yet, you guys can see a $sign on your name. That means you are done with the event check-in. If not, kindly send the email address and mobile number that you use to register to our registration team so that we can complete your event check-in and we can move you to your desired institutions. So right now, for our institution representatives, thank you so much for the presentations. They were all great. We'll now move you to your breakout rooms along with the students. All right. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the event.